like Ben and I are really open, and I hope that people ask. I mean, if people want to know, by all means ask. I'll tell you all about it. I think it's very cathartic for me to talk about it. And I think it's helpful. I think I like knowing, I think you can never have too much information. And so it was hard when we came home on hospice and we didn't really know anyone that had done it before and had gone home and done it. And so I was grasping at straws trying to figure out, like, okay, well, did they play music? Did they eat? How long did they leave the body in the bed for? I mean, there's the medical side of it that says, this is the kind of meds you give. This is when you know their pulse has stopped. This is when you call the funeral home. But it's not the family side of it. Like, what bed do we lay in? How will you feel after they've died? Will you still want to sleep in the same room? Like, those kinds of questions that you have to be really in the space to know. You have to have lived it before you can know those questions are going to come up. We need things that are practical. I think when your child is dying, you need to already have your plan in place. When your child dies, that's a monumentous occasion. And I use the word occasion because I think that it's very reverent. There's something really, and I hope people aren't offended by this, but there's something really beautiful about watching somebody kind of transition to the next space. I think part of the problem with the way that we view death in this country is that it's so medical and just, well, this is what we do, and you do this, and then you do this, and it's more of you do what's comfortable for you, and you kind of figure out your own rhythm, and it's like your wedding, not like your wedding day, but kind of in the fact that, like, it's gonna happen the way it happens, and you'll remember certain details from that day, and the other things you won't, the unimportant things you won't remember. It'll be, what did their hair look like? How heavy were they? I always remember, like, how much she weighed, like, how heavy she felt in my arms after she died. And I think you remember those things, and that's the details you have to focus on is, do you want them to wear something special? Do you have all the paperwork filled out so that you don't have to think about it? Do you have a person that you can call that's going to come and bring you food?